I always like to remind myself there's so many reasons that we meditate, and I like to remind myself why we do this. And one of the reasons is for safety. We practice meditation for safety. We train ourselves how to put down something when it's too hot to handle. And if you don't know how to do that, you can really hurt yourself. And we're familiar with that in the physical realm, and it also holds true in the mental realm. So we want to strengthen that capacity inside of us. Can I put this hot thing down until it cools off a little bit? So we'll do that now with a short meditation. So finding your posture, finding your seat, finding a way that you can sit here and be alert and yet at ease, relaxed somehow. Knowing that how that looks for your body is going to be different from the body next to you. It may even look differently than some preconceived notions we have inside of us. So we experiment. How can I feel alert and at ease to the extent that's available to me right now? In my case, I'm sitting upright. My chin is tucked in the crown of the head, reaching towards the ceiling. Hands in the lap, one hand on top of another, and the thumbs are touching one another, creating an O shape. You may be lying down. As we're going through this exercise, if you happen to be one of those people who can get a little obsessive on the breath, God knows I've been there. Not a problem, it's a normal thing. And the recommendation is to put your attention in the abdomen. So when an instructor asks you to bring your mind back to your breath, you can do that in your abdomen. Taking now a slow inhale, gently bringing your lungs to the top of their capacity, just as a way to stretch out the chest. And when you reach the top, letting go slowly, letting out your breath on purpose, slowly, extending the exhale. Again, inhale. Now when you exhale, blow through the imaginary straw. So closing your lips down to a small hole and blowing out the straw. And each time you blow out this imaginary straw, sense into your shoulders. See if you can feel them melting on the exhale. The exhale is intimately connected to the parasympathetic nervous system, to the rest and digest function. And so as we draw that exhale out, we tap into our capacity to feel at ease. Notice when the thoughts come into your mind. Notice how they're up at the top of your head. And once you've noticed that, bring your attention down into the chest, down into the imaginary straw in your mouth, down into your shoulders, melting. Notice the whole front of your body rising on the inhale and falling on the exhale. Subtle movements. If you like, you can hold the exhale out at the bottom a little bit longer than's comfortable. Just curious what that feels like. And when that next thought enters into the mind from God knows where, noticing it. Oh, there you are. Once you've noticed it, move your attention back to the body and seeing how it lets go kind of naturally. If you notice something in your body, maybe something unpleasant has popped into your awareness, notice that. What is that? And similarly, move your attention back to some form of the breath. Enjoying that exhale. It can be helpful to think of yourself as a tree, a strong trunk rooted deeply into the ground, a solid trunk, immovable, holding its ground. And the branches up at the top, where the mind is blowing around. When a storm comes, thrashing. And remembering this solid trunk down by the belly, the chest, solid. And the wind is blowing the branches, moving your attention down. Sensing that belly rise as you inhale, the belly fall as you exhale, like waves on the ocean coming in, going out, steady. Sensing into that safety that's available to you in that breath. So many things can take us away from that solid base. That's not a problem. We come back to it. Inhaling gently, exhaling, letting go. We'll finish this meditation with a poem by Mary Oliver titled "Don't Hesitate." If you suddenly and unexpectedly feel joy, don't hesitate. Give in to it. There are plenty of lives and whole towns destroyed or about to be. We're not wise and not very often kind, and much can never be redeemed. Still, life has some possibility left. Perhaps this is its way of fighting back, that sometimes something happens better than all the riches or power in the world. It could be anything, but very likely you notice it in the instant when love begins. Anyway, that's often the case. Anyway, whatever it is, don't be afraid of its plenty. Don't hesitate, by Mary Oliver.